Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, edmontonsportstalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, those watching on YouTube, as well as those listening on podcast. Tom Gazzola, Iwanyk with you here, and the Commish, she's back.
Hey.
Quinn Phillips. And it's not a draft day, so we actually just get to talk with Quinn today,
And
which is always wonderful.
this might blow your mind. She is my very good friend.
Except that when you wish me happy birthday, I forgot to reply.
I thought you were legitimately mad at me.
Why?
'Cause you and
do
I
you
are-
think that there's a reason I should be mad at you?
No, absolutely not.
Let's start there. Let's start there.
Did you see the eyes
Why
thing she did?
should I be mad at you?
You have no reason to be mad with this sweet baby angel.
Oh, especially now that you are relegated.
No, whatever.
Well, so we're going to talk a little bit about the draft. He's relegated.
can.
Anyways, yeah. Right on 18%. Couldn't even get 18.1
Well, I couldn't.
to stay alive.
I couldn't use my methods because
You're
you,
cheating,
You,
yeah.
No, they're my methods.
You could have texted a few people to be like, hey, vote for me.
No, you know what? At some point, the conscience kicks in, and you're like, I should not. Don't do this again. Because I could tell you were getting pretty upset with me. I was like, I feel bad for Quinn. She wins. She wins. She would have won. She should have won the first time, but
I was being fair.
Pulled some
I was
dirty
trying to
tricks.
yeah.
I was all over you, though. I was all over you.
Yeah, I know. You
Like
had
a-
some choice words for me.
Oh, did I
I
ever?
watched a couple hangouts where he was ripping into me. That's okay. I
I
can
do
take
it with love.
Yeah, it's like brother sister.
Yeah, we've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah,
We'll have to plan another one soon.
yeah, we do, and I have to do a draft in.
Oh,
In
that's
draft?
right.
Draft in,
Draft
Play in.
in.
play in draft.
The playing
There you
draft.
go. Playing draft. That works.
And we got to figure out who's interested.
I thought
And what the next
we
draft's
had
going to
one.
Everybody-
be.
yeah,
There's a lot of
exactly.
different things.
Yeah, we
Although
didn't-
it's like we always do a Christmas one, but now like I think we screwed up. Next week probably been in the week to do one because there's only one other game and it's on Tuesday.
Yeah. It's a quiet week next week.
It's a very quiet week next week. Yeah, kind of screwed that one up. It's a
Okay.
little too late. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. We'll figure it out.
You know which days I find are really easygoing and have been even in the 1260 days is like the week of Christmas, right around there. There's like, I don't know where Christmas falls this year. I'll have to look.
The 25th is a Thursday, so it's Thursday for like 25th, 26th, and so the 24th is
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So then the Monday and the Tuesday, everybody's in Christmas mode, right?
Yeah, but most
Yeah.
people start going and we don't have people in office, so it's usually the week prior.
And you
Which
get-
the Oilers are on the road for Tuesday, Thursday.
Right,
So
so
there's a
I'll be
Monday,
around.
Wednesday, Friday. That kind of
Not
is
that I'm
open.
drafting, but, and he very much gets into the holiday spirit. Like very much, yeah.
Really?
I don't know what that means.
You get into the holiday spirit.
Okay, so
I find that he
yeah,
does.
what kind of do you do decorations and stuff? Tell me
Not that
everything.
big. Like I don't do that much.
No, but like his spirit is, you could tell he's got a little pep in his step.
This guy always
yeah.
got pep in his step.
No. He hides it. He hides it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I do. We have to do. We have some decorations I got
Yeah.
from last year that we'll have to do these two rooms up.
We had
Not a
Halloween
lot.
decorations. It was really good.
Well, you got to change the look.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
For those
I mean,
two,
it
like
is
I don't
nice
think there's
too.
another one to change things to.
So one time when I worked at Global, and for those that know Kevin Carius, he's a bit of a fickle boy.
Is he fickle? I love KK.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong.
He's
I
awesome.
absolutely love KK.
The fickle boy
But,
thing I'm curious about.
Well, I mean, he doesn't like pranks pulled on him. He loves to pull pranks, but when it's on him,
Doesn't like it.
not great.
I could see that.
So one year, I don't know, I must not have had a lot to do, or the late great John Sexsmith did the story that day, but I had time to decorate, and I wrapped his entire TV and his chair and like everything so that when he walked in, and I filmed him walking in, and he refused to react, like on purpose. Like he was like, oh. And I was like, you jerk. Like I took so much time. Like I wrapped lights around his whole chair. Like
Yeah.
it took him so long to like unwind it. And yeah, that was my greatest Christmas spirit. And it was pulling a prank on somebody. So
I like that.
My Christmas spirit used to be just having Baileys and coffee going for
Well,
like
I was
2
gonna
months.
I've already started that. Yeah.
I used to do it day after Remembrance Day. But I don't know. Last year, I didn't enjoy my Baileys. I just am not enjoying the taste of Baileys right now.
What?
I know.
What about some of the local distillers? They have great alternatives
the
to
whole
cream.
Irish cream.
Okay, the whole Irish cream.
Like I don't know. I just was tired of having that with coffee. But that would be the thing. Jess Jackson and I at the Bear, for her from the Bear, it used to be December 1st we'd bring it in. And then at one point we're like, first radio station that goes to Christmas. And then that's usually November 12th. We're like, it's Christmas spirit. Because for the 2 months, you could drink Baileys in your coffee or Irish cream in your coffee. And you're just in the Christmas spirit.
If I
Maybe
have
that's
to
where the
listen
pep
to
comes
Christmas
from.
music that whole time, I'm gonna need Baileys.
Yeah.
And it's like in May, if you're doing that, people think you're just drunk. You do that
Yeah.
in November, December, I'm
Yeah.
in the Christmas mood.
Yeah.
I'm just here celebrating
Hey.
Christmas. What's wrong with that?
The birth of
Holidays.
Jesus or whatever. What is Christmas?
It is birth
Yes.
of Jesus. I don't know why that confused you for a second.
But hang
I have
on.
to be honest, it's not something I think about or celebrate for. I
But
celebrate for the
it's pretty,
presence
like,
of the
it's
family.
pretty known.
Is it? And then April. I mean, Easter is when he was
He was crucified and
has
then
risen.
resurrected.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
Resurrected.
But-
right. I couldn't even remember the
No,
word.
that's fine.
Didn't scientists like track back and do the math on the timing, and sweet baby JC wasn't born actually around Christmas? It was like a little bit off.
Yeah, it's not accurate.
Yeah.
I think you are correct. That
Yeah.
the date
Oh,
is not
really?
accurate. December 25th is not accurate, but they choose to celebrate that day for a reason.
Okay.
I can't remember what the reason was, but it was selected that like December 25th was the day that they'll choose to celebrate.
It's a great time to celebrate, though. It really is.
December 25th specifically?
I guess so. I mean, we're so ingrained.
Not the
with it.
23rd. The
No.
25th for
No.
Christmas Day
That's
is
a
really the
fun-
day.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, so no, I haven't.
Should we
need
dive
to
into
find
the
something.
Bible?
No. Old Testament. Old Testament.
Bible study
The good
today on the
stuff, yeah.
EST Hangout with
Oh my
Quinn,
God.
Tommy, and Matt. No better authorities to do this, but we're going to get into a Bible study today. Stay
Has
tuned.
Quinn ever cracked a Bible? No.
Not even at a
but
hotel?
she's going to dive in.
Yeah. The old
Even
Holly
oh,
Bibley.
Do they still do that?
I think they do. Some places still have it.
Oh, thank you, Scott Thompson. The Christians took over the pagan winter solstice celebrations. I thought it had something to do with the pagans.
Okay.
So they have like a winter solstice celebration and stuff, and then the Christians were like, that's the day.
That's when JC was born.
That's our day.
Yeah.
And did people like pagans? I thought pagans were a bad thing
I don't
Let's
know.
for a
Google
long
that.
time. This is like the Frank Slide episode.
We're
diving into
like
That's all I
Random
think about.
affairs.
Yeah. I drove through Frank Slide twice this summer, and that's all I could think about. I'm like, yes, we discussed this.
So Google AI overview says whether people quote unquote liked pagans depends heavily on the time period and the specific cultural context. Historically, the term was often used negatively by early Christians
negatively.
to
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
denigrate non-Christians. So
if you were a
Christians used it
Christian-
against them.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, this tracks because I was like, I feel like people didn't like pagans. I feel like I might identify as one.
A pagan?
I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't
People
know
get
anything
offended.
about them, and I am sorry if they were really bad people and I said that because I
They
don't
might
mean
have-
it.
You know what's funny? They might have just been normal people that weren't Christians, and then the Christian's like, "Aren't you Christian?" And they're like, "What's that?" And then boom, they killed them, or probably with a sword. At that point, there was no guns.
Were they killing pagans?
I would assume there was
Oh, I'm
killing
sure they
and
were
pillaging
burning
of
them.
pagan,
Yeah. Like, I mean, they
pagan
burned
villages.
witches,
Yeah.
AKA just women.
Yeah, that's messed up. If you get into that, I watch History Channel. It's
So
fantastic.
Scott was correct, and the Christmas tree is a pagan tradition.
Oh wow! They're like, you know what? We're gonna kill the pagans unless they become Christians. We like what they do around Christmas. We're gonna move sweet baby JC's birthday to Christmas, and we're gonna take the tree too.
All right, here we go. So,
That's how all these things happen. Like, so a lot
just
of things
devil's
happen. You just
advocate. So
move
it's
things around.
not a Christian holiday.
It absolutely
it's
is.
a pagan
It is
holiday.
now. Well-
No. They've taken a Christian holiday and they celebrate it on a day that they took from the pagans.
So it's a hybrid.
But like, it's still like the pagans. They didn't be like, well, the pagans celebrated this birth of this baby that became their savior. We're taking that. No, Christians believe that there was a birth of Jesus Christ, and then that he was their savior. And they're like, well, what day? Well, we'll take this day, and we'll
Because
use
of the
this
pagans, because
symbolism.
we don't hate them anymore. I just
don't know
love
that
to be
full
in that
detail.
room. I really want to like go back in time and
probably
just
a
be in
small
that
hut of
room a
some
little
sort.
bit, you know?
See, and if I want to go back
Maybe
in
a
time,
castle.
Perhaps a castle.
I want to figure out how languages were started. Like, I want to be around if I can go back and see something. Like, how did we decide a mug was a mug? That when you say mug, it meant mug.
Great point.
Coffee was called. Like, how did language begin?
Yeah,
Is the one
glasses.
that stuns me. I can't grasp that.
Yeah, and I mean there are like obviously so many words that tie back to like Latin and things like that, of course.
But then how did Latin start?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that's my point. Like, when language
like, who's the
began,
authority? But, like-
yes, like all of that.
Yeah, who is the authority on a
cavemen
mug?
All of a sudden go, fire. And be like, yeah, okay, sure, fire.
You're right. That's fire.
I sound like that when I'm hungover and people kind of get my gist.
Because they're also hungover.
Yeah.
But that part messes with my mind that somehow language began at one point.
You know what? I love this. Yeah, I'm going to try to find some documentaries. I'm obsessed with documentaries, learning. My favorite podcasts are like science podcasts. One of them, shout out Science Versus, will just take, so the most recent episode is the scientific research into actually how much energy AI takes. Because we talk so much about how it like wastewater, it takes so much energy.
AI does?
Yeah. That's a
Really?
very
They say,
common
like, if
conversation.
you do we do the songs, like, we've killed part of the rainforest doing it. That's the
my
common
God.
theory around it.
So-
Because it
Wow.
uses so much power and water that's what we're told is that AI is a drain on our resources.
Really?
Yeah. So this episode, I haven't finished the whole thing, so I don't want to say too much. But for example, if you were to like ask it to write you a letter of reference, that's only like 1 second or 7 seconds in the microwave.
Oh.
So it actually isn't as much as people think.
Mm-hmm.
Photos are actually less than text. Videos, though, do tend, from what I've learned so far on the podcast, I am only halfway through. Videos are the one that do take, it's like more like an hour in the microwave.
Oh,
And I've
okay.
never put anything in the microwave for an hour, so I don't really know what that would be.
That's a long time.
Could you imagine that buzzing for an hour?
No.
But usually they stop. It goes like meh, and then it just spins for a little, then it goes back on.
Yeah, I've
Does
seen
it?
that.
Yeah, usually I don't think it would if you did.
Oh, yeah,
Should we
that's
try
right.
it? We have a lot of food.
My mom has
from
steamed
yesterday.
like vegetables when she's
Yeah, but
making
steaming takes like 6 minutes.
I don't cook, so I don't necessarily know exactly
I
what she's
think
doing
the
up
most
there.
it does like 30 minutes.
What do you
I've
eat
seen in there.
every day?
Not every day, like when she's doing a big meal
No,
for
but
a lot of
if you
people.
He doesn't
can't
cook.
cook.
He doesn't cook.
I don't cook. Although
What do
I
you eat
made-
every day?
I had lasagna and chicken parm the other day.
Did you
Costco.
make it?
Well, I mean, make is a very.
You threw it in the
subjective-
oven?
I did.
So he doesn't make his own food.
I did not. I went to Costco. I did a great Costco run.
How much did it cost?
2 lasagnas were like $18. They were amazing.
Okay, question. When was the last time you cooked something?
What define
Fresh.
cook?
Fresh.
Like, yeah.
eggs.
Like follow a recipe and like make something.
Oh, years ago.
Years?
Correct.
He's never made a grilled cheese, he said once.
I've never made a grill, but I've made like a fried egg sandwich many times, which is great. Prefer that. I have a crock pot. I actually did like pulled pork at times. I would do, I would do stir fries on my own.
Okay, well, I'll consider.
And then
that's been years ago.
Yeah, it was at least 3 or 4 years. Like, I don't really think I've cooked anything at my new place. It's not even new anymore. I've lived there for 2.5 years.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
Clean.
I mean, I love
I
cooking.
keep it very clean.
Yeah, I'm not as clean, but I cook. I actually like meal plan and do like
I don't have time for
stuff
that.
for the week. My favorite is soups currently, and like major hack, you guys. For the first time, I put a Parmesan rind in there, and that was like the ultimate game changer on soup. Put a Parmesan
Really?
rind the next time you make soup. It's
Where do
crazy
you
how
get
much
this?
flavor it adds, and you like worry that it's gonna like all dissolve and melt, but it just does not.
A Parmesan rind.
Yeah. And it adds like this like umami flavor, and it's just like, it just rounds out. So I made like a tomato chicken noodle soup
Oh, yeah.
with a Parmesan rind, and I
yeah.
could have ate
chicken
that.
noodles.
I love soup.
Yeah, like I just did like the
Interesting.
broth, like I just put, I just love tomatoes. So I always
Soup
put
is so
tomatoes in soup,
Yeah.
and soup is the best because
love
like
soup.
I will like freeze half, because I'm the person that like I can eat something like 3 times. That's kind of my max. And then I'm like, oh, I'm really sick of this. So I'll do like, except for the soup, I ate it like 5 times. It was so good.
Have you done a chicken thigh? Spicy chicken thigh? I love spicy
Soup?
chicken. Oh, yeah.
No.
Please try it. And then bring
Okay.
like half of it over to my place.
Yeah, he just wanted you to
Okay.
make food.
Yes. My son.
Whoa. It's like brother and sister.
Okay, yeah, my little baby brother.
Yeah.
I'll make him some food.
I'm needy.
Fascinated about the AI thing again, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we
sorry.
didn't finish that. That really took a spin.
Oops.
Yeah.
But yeah, so science versus, and they've done a ton of different topics that are really super fascinating.
Do they get a lot of people that, like
They-
going up like comments and stuff like that? Be like, that's BS. That's not how it works.
You know what? I stay out of those.
Yeah.
I'm not about to. And this really started because there is such a war against science, right? And I think that was
So
kind
sad.
of like the impetus for this to start because, they had to kind of, you know what? I also don't know that, so I shouldn't say that either.
I'm worried about
We're not
AI.
about facts.
I
You're
am
worried about AI.
Big time. Taking jobs.
What is you're taking jobs? Okay.
AI,
That's right,
I
yeah.
think it can be helpful. It's a great assistant. It's a great to just
I
get help
completely
with
agree.
things like that. To me, it's like sometimes you need a proofread of something quickly, throw it in, and they'll give you a nice little proofread of something. I love it for that perspective. I'm afraid of the jobs it will be taking. And I don't care that Elon Musk could sit there and say there's going to be a future where humans don't have to work and we just won't need money.
Oh
because
yeah,
everything-
says the richest man in the
well,
world.
and that's to me, it's like, no, that's not how it's going to work. We're going to be the slaves to the AI machines.
Well, so on the flip side, we also just don't know what the future looks like, right? Teachers are training kids for jobs that don't even exist right now. Right? So we don't even know like what IA can take that we no longer have to do. And
But
we
the
can
thing
do
is,
other
there's
things.
people out there that have the money that they are wanting, because I mean, you already see jamming saying AI won't take away over jobs. It will, like they're training it to try to take over jobs. And then even Northside Sandwich, let's see AI do manual labor. They've already built machines that build cars.
That's
That's
like,
manual labor that has
Yeah.
already been done by machines. They're just going to add different ways. Like, are all jobs? I'm not worried. All jobs aren't going away because of AI. I know that.
Yeah.
But what if 2% of the workforce gets replaced by AI?
That's huge.
What does 2% of those people now do for a living? That's the fear I have with AI.
Well, I just want to believe that like also like humans, like we continue to evolve as well and grow because we're very smart. Obviously, we created AI, right? I just think that there's just going to be different jobs. And like,
That could
frankly,
be.
you can have my manual labor. I don't want to do it.
Let's
I don't want iRobot though.
Yeah, I get the
I
one
don't
red
want
light.
those robots coming out. We've learned from Will Smith.
Have we not learned from Skynet either?
Exactly.
Thank you,
Skynet?
Terminator.
Oh.
It was like AI.
We're going to all be having our robots think all the world is fine, and then they're going to turn red, and they're going to turn on us.
I don't think that they have emotion though.
Oh, yeah. Have never seen iRobot. It just takes
No,
one.
correct. I have not.
And then
Just
the red
takes one.
the red light comes on, though, and it gets directed to take you out, and it all came from a computer.
That
Watch
happened.
iRobot.
And what was that one, that Space Odyssey 2001? HAL? Wasn't that also kind of essentially, well, it was a computer. And didn't HAL turn on people?
I have not seen this film.
I only,
Which movie?
Space Odyssey
Yeah, I've never
2001?
seen that one. I know
I know
Yeah,
what you're
HAL?
talking
I just
about,
know
yeah.
That was a
HAL.
very good movie, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was very popular or something. I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
I have not.
Yeah, so, but language, AI, yeah, I want to know the beginning, the origins of language and how we got here. Well, so, yeah, and I mean, I just history in general is fascinating, not to drop my trip, but,
we have
it was
questions
just
about
in
your trip.
Europe, and obviously just so much older than us. Right. I was in Malta, which is a country that was, a huge battleground during wars and
Yes.
during the time of empires. And,
Yes.
they've been conquered by many.
Did you walk
And, like-
through the tunnels? They have like the
underground
catacombs
city?
underneath. Yeah.
No, I did not. We did not know about that until after.
It's
and
so cool.
there's so many things. There's also these like places of worship, like I can't even remember what the word would be called.
Pagan gathering sites?
Yeah, pagan, maybe, possibly. But they like predate any known history.
Really?
But like humans were known, or there was some kind of life form that used them for prayer and spirituality and stuff like that. You know, and like the somewhat recent history of them is like the Knights of St. John, and they were there in the 1500s. And like, okay, but also this is fascinating. So the Knights of St. John, which basically like built the city of Valletta, which is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to in my life, because they were so diligent about the aesthetics of building this place. And they have these tiny little steps because the knights in their armor couldn't take like big steps, and it's like it's very hilly, right? So they have these tiny little steps. But the Knights of St. John still exist in our society today, and guess how that is?
Knights of Columbus?
No, no.
Oh.
St. John's Ambulance.
No way.
We're talking about the 1500s, and that still exists in our society today. They do babysitting courses. Like, that's crazy to think about. What an impact on like society and the world.
And no AI is going to change them because they'll just adapt like they have.
Like they have through
But
the
they were
last
legit knights
600 years.
going to war
Yeah.
with tiny
In the
steps.
1500s. Yeah. So they're wearing their armor, and they made tiny little steps. They're annoying to walk up now because you're just like, deep, 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 deep. You know, most of the time.
Do you have to make
my
that
friend
noise?
and I would, yes, that is the key to getting up the steps. We would just end up walking on the road because
The tiny steps were annoying.
it was like kind of annoying. Yeah.
Interesting. My dad has completely he forgoes the text line and goes directly to me. Hello, Reno. Good morning. Not
Hi,
sure I missed
Reno.
it, but ask Quinn how Malta and Sicily were. What was the best food she ate there?
Before we get to that, just quickly, this is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades, helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian. Find a convenient location nearest you at sentinel.ca. Forgot to get that at the very beginning of the show. So.
Right. Thank you, Sentinel. Okay, so
Back on board for another year, so thank you to them.
Pardon?
They're back on board for another year.
Hey.
Shout out to the client mixer yesterday.
Not a good snap. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so it was obviously fabulous. Sicily, we were there for 7 days, I think, or so. Palermo was the first location we went. It was absolutely incredible. Really, really interesting history with the mafia. We did a no mafia tour, but when you walk around, like the first day, we didn't have any context, but there was these murals and photos of like this one man, and then there was this other one where it's like this iconic photo, and like like I said, it's like huge on murals, and they're kind of laughing together. And we found out that these were 2 judges that were basically trying to convict the mafia. So the one guy, Giovanni Falcone, was killed by the mafia, and then the other guy, whose name I can't remember, was killed like 45 days later. It was like crazy. But do you want to know how they killed this Giovanni Falcone guy?
Yes.
And this was like in the 90s. Like this is fairly recently. They put 400 tons of TNT under the highway from the airport to the city of Palermo and blew it up
While he was on
in
it?
the 90s. Like that's very recent for something. I mean,
Don't mess with the
crazy.
mafia. Well,
what about
crazy things like that
Gotti
are
just got
happening all the
arrested?
time.
Don't mess with the
15 years ago.
mafia, you know?
Well,
What
they
mafia?
won though, because then there was this thing called a pizzo, like a pizza but with an O, and all the there was a number of stores and restaurants that like basically banded together and stopped paying the pizzo, and so the mafia ran out of money because they were taking from these restaurants. So like you walk through Palermo and there's like these signs that are like no pizzo. And so you know those are the like brave ass businesses that were like, we're not paying it anymore.
Cool.
Right? Taormina, one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see in your life.
This was just Sicily, Malta?
That was Palermo.
Right, but did you touch Italy, mainland? Or
We
just
were in
Sicily?
Rome for a day at the end and just flew through Rome and
So this was
saw as much as
Sicily,
we
Malta.
did. Sicily, Malta, yeah. Taormina, home of For those who watched The White Lotus, that was season 2 of The White Lotus.
Did you go to?
I went to the hotel.
Yeah. How was it?
I couldn't get in. You're not allowed
Really?
in unless you have like a reservation for like the bar or restaurant or you're staying there. But you can get into like this little courtyard and take a photo. And so, of course, I decided to take the most ridiculous photo, and I like laid on my stomach and like kicked my legs up because I was like, well, if I'm not allowed in the hotel, then I'm just going to make a spectacle somehow else.
The courtyard, was that part of the show?
I didn't entirely recognize it. No.
Was it the spot where Jennifer Coolidge's character was dressed in pink about to go on the bike? That was like a courtyard area. And then she asked, who am I? And then the hotel person was like, Peppa Pig?
I don't remember that.
Oh, that was one of the best lines because I think I think it was I think it was improvised. But yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Because she was going for Monica Vici. She's like, who do I look like? And she's like, I don't know, Peppa Pig.
Oh my god.
Who the hell's Peppa Pig?
It's a kid.
Was it the woman or the dude?
The Italian
woman?
Yeah, she was great. Let me
Oh
find
boy.
that.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's
Peppa Pig.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. That's not a nice thing to say
That's
about
not
somebody.
very nice.
Oh, here. So I just didn't know if it was this spot, but here's the quote.
So, Pink, guess who I am? What?
Puts a cigarette in her mouth.
Peppa Pig.
So Italian.
See, so like this is kind of though the area of.
That is 100% where it is. Yeah,
This is
that's
there?
yeah. I'm quite sure. Yeah,
Because that was the
fountain,
only spot that I thought would have been the courtyard.
that and the
So that was
fountain.
the site of the Peppa Pig quote, which was a
So-
great spot
So
and a
I have
great scene.
Stomach
okay.
of me
Cool.
on the fountain, laying on my stomach, kicking my legs up with my chin in my arms. So yes, thank you. I didn't remember it, but
so that's how they let people there. Like, so it was part of the show.
yeah, that's one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been. And then, because it's like Positano for those that know the Amalfi Coast at all in Italy. It's just all built up on a hill,
Yeah.
and it's such fertile land there. Like there's like flowers growing everywhere. Like it's just stunning at all times. Every corner you turn.
Quickly, White Lotus announced today France for season 4.
When is it going to come out? I need it soon.
Wait 2 years.
I know.
Usually give it 2 years. So
It's like torture. Come on.
They need a bounce back.
Okay,
They need a bounce back.
You didn't like the last season.
I didn't not like it. It was clearly the third of the 3.
I need
Clearly
to go
third.
back to the couple that was in Sicily.
Which one?
The woman and the guy, and they have 3 blonde kids. I can't remember their
so
names.
that's Theo James's character and Megan Fahey.
Yes,
What was the names
because
of
there
their
was
show?
that alluding to
Well, she
her kids
basically
not
said
being her kids.
she basically said that I know my husband's cheating on me, so I'm banging my trainer, and one of the kids is the trainer's kid.
Well, I think all of them aren't they? Because they were all
I thought it was
blonde
only
or
one.
something.
Were they all, or was it just one kid she showed? I
Yeah.
can't remember. But basically, she said, "I know he's cheating on me. I am too. The kids aren't his."
And then there's alluding to the fact that Theo James' character does know that it's not his kid.
Oh, I forgot about that part of it.
There's something
I think
about
he
like
does.
when
Yeah, I think there's maybe a little comment later that he makes.
yeah, or in like just the way he looks in the mirror as she's calling the kids or something. Anyway, so I would really like to go back to those characters.
want
I'd
those two
really
to come
well,
back.
yeah, I just kind of like to round out that story a little bit.
Well, I am fascinated, and we'll get back to your trip right away here. I am fascinated what the continuing character is. There is only one
Right.
character that went through the 3 seasons.
Peppa Pig.
No.
Of course
Greg.
not. Duh.
Greg.
Oh my God.
He's the only character that went through the 3 seasons, but they kind of ended his story arc, it seems.
Yeah, they did.
And then there's Brenda's character. Is it Brenda?
Brenda.
Belinda.
Belinda, yes.
Belinda. She was 1 in 3.
And now she's got all this money.
So I don't know. Do you follow her? And then there was Jennifer Coolidge's character. Why am I forgetting her character? But she was 1 and 2, but she didn't do 3. So I don't know if there's a continuing arc for 4. But if we are bringing people back, those 2 I wouldn't mind.
Oh, 100%. Maybe Belinda opens with her money, and that's where it's set next time.
But she's not buying a White Lotus.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because White Lotus is a chain,
yeah.
right?
No, you're right. She did get a lot of money, though.
She did.
Yeah. Poor Tom. Sorry, Tom.
Oh
Anyways,
no, I'm not.
Back to...
It's all good.
And then to Malta, Valletta is, like I said, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Just super aesthetically pleasing. Really, really interesting history in Malta, like a lot of Arabic influence, Italian influence. But then also was a British colony as well. So they drive on the other side of the road.
Weird.
And yeah, I drove on the other side of the road. And honestly, when you're driving, for some reason, it's not as hard as you think it would be.
Okay.
And like every time I came up to a corner where I had to turn, like I just kept being like, right turn is the hard one. Right turn is the hard one, because that's the one you're going across traffic. Left turn is like a right turn.
Yeah.
And I just kept being like, whatever your instinct is, do the opposite,
Yeah,
but
that's a good way to do it.
I mean, there's enough cars on the road. I was never by myself, so you're mostly following people too. The one thing that was just very difficult, you have no awareness of like spatial awareness on like your left side when you're driving on the other road. So I hit a couple curbs because I'm just like, oh, right. I have a whole car on the other side. Right.
Yee.
So then I had to just keep looking in like my mirrors to make sure that I was in between the lines because I just had no spatial concept of like where I was on the left side.
That's wild.
So that was the hardest part. But,
and the food, Reno wanted to know about the food.
the food. So here's one thing. Shout out Dan Costa. We obviously know he makes incredible food in Edmonton. He has spoiled us. Like I didn't have anything where I was like, oh, I can't get this in Edmonton or I haven't tasted something this good in Edmonton.
Really?
We had some incredible seafood though, obviously. So
Literal catches of the day type thing.
literal catches of the day. Yeah. We had some sushi when we were there in Valletta that was really, really good. We had obviously a few pasta dishes in Sicily that were like absolutely incredible. Like, especially when they like start mixing in like pistachios and stuff like that. And you're just like, you just like love those different flavors.
Yeah.
We never had a good pizza. We never found a good pizza. Like one place had so much potential, but they put way too much cheese on it. And I never in my life thought I would say that. Also, that they don't cut the pizzas there, right?
No, I did not know that. I have not been.
So that is a North American like thing. So they don't even bring you like a cutting roller. Yeah, you rip it. So that was like extra weird. The first pizza we had, we were like, they forgot to cut it. And then we both sat there and we're like, I wonder if this is a thing. So then we Googled it on the spot and it was like, no, they do not cut pizzas in Sicily. That is like a North American thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was also interesting. Just ripping up a pizza or like trying to cut it with a butter knife.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah. So.
Baggio was asking about the food too. He said his mouth was salivating thinking about food.
Yeah. Like for me, the food wasn't necessarily the highlight compared to everything else. And again, I bring that back to Dan Costa spoiling us with his ricotta and his pastas and, everything that he does here. Like we've tasted the best of the best.
We do have a good food scene.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah, so sorry to be a disappointment. Like, don't get me
That's
wrong.
not being
We
a
had some like,
No,
It's not like it was I made you the food.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
she didn't like my food. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. But like when people talk about Italy, like everybody's like expecting the food to be.
But you also didn't go to the mainland Italy.
My
Correct.
parents talk about everything is fresh.
Yes.
They say everything is so fresh
And,
when
like-
they just came back from Europe.
And, like-
clean eating.
And
Yeah.
and like just like abundance of things too, right?
Yeah.
So we got this. My friend Angela got this pasta with like mussels, and like I'm not lying, the pile of
Pasta,
shell
not pasta.
Yeah, it's pasta. Not
Pasta?
Not pasta.
When
Anyways,
you're in Italy, it's a little
pasta.
different. Pasta's in Italy. They
Thank
don't
you,
do
Matthew.
pasta.
I caught it a couple times, but I was being polite.
Okay.
You're not being served pasta in Italy.
Can I get some pasta, please? No, you get pasta. Sorry.
Are you done?
Yeah. For now.
So, anyways, like the pile of mussels, like the mussel shells, like they, because obviously they pull it out of the water.
Yeah.
In one place, in Malta, it's this little fishing village called Marshalosh, and that's multiple K's and X's in that.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing my best here.
No,
and it's
we're learning.
It's like they they basically have the fish from like that day. So they identify like what the fish is going to be. And then they do like salt bake it. So they just like crust it in salt. And that was really good. And
What?
Maltese sausage is really good. So,
Okay,
yeah.
salt bake. So
Yeah. So like they like it I mean, they do it here as well, but they basically do like a huge salt crust. Like it's super thick.
oh,
And then they bake it that way. And it just kind of keeps the
Interesting.
moisture in, I
yeah,
believe.
Yeah.
Although it seems like the salt would pull the moisture out.
Right.
Listen, I don't know the science
it's
of that.
taking any moisture coming on of it, it's absorbing that moisture outside
Yeah.
of moisture,
I mean, prosciutto, you
keeping the inside nice and.
salt something. Well, it dries it right out, but it takes a long time.
But that was obviously delicious and just like fresh as can be. And yeah. So
You don't hear a lot of people go in Malta.
It's so small.
it's,
Well, we looked. It was a 10-hour drive or a walk from one end to the other.
yeah.
From Google
but-
Maps, I picked 2 spots, and it was a 10-hour walk.
Yeah. But so like it's crazy. Like when you drive, like it's 40 minutes to get to the long way up the island from Valletta, which is the capital.
I also like looking at this. That like you look at it and be like, well, this is like the size of, not that like.
Alberta, not even. It's
and,
way
and they have
smaller.
like
Never mind.
so many cities, but they're like they're just neighborhoods though.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was and that was what was so funny when I was driving. Like I was like, it's just kind of weird. Like I haven't really gotten an idea of like what the countryside looks like. And then I was like, wait, there isn't a countryside.
No.
Like this is how the country is built.
it's city
You
next to
have
city
no
next to
idea.
city.
So literally, because obviously I'd be driving 10 and 2. Making sure I'm not going to hit a curb or a car in the lane next to me. And Google Maps doesn't work great there, notoriously doesn't work great there. And so Angela would be navigating for me, and you'd just drive and like you'd be somewhere that like looks kind of different from where you just were. And I'd be like, where are we now? And she'd be like, well, according to where we are is like, and like we can't say half the names. Like there's a lot of Q's and things.
That's
but
odd.
they disrespect the Q and pronounce it as like an eh. And I'm like,
Oh, what?
come on. So my name is like N.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, feel free to start calling me that.
I will not.
N.
N. So Mrs. N.
Speaking of cavemen,
No.
N language.
So whenever
Yeah.
you check in somewhere, they're like, we have reservation for N.
Interesting name.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Yeah, exactly. And like there's like in obviously the English language, and that despite that being their national language, there's no U. But like in
Is it
our
V?
society, it's QU.
Right.
Like it always has a U after it.
Yeah.
Like in our language. But yeah, it's like QA a lot, QI.
So this is good morning in Maltese. Oh, I have my audios. Oh, speech output isn't available for Maltese.
Oh.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because like my mom's name is Eva, right? She's from Poland, but it's
EWA?
EWA
Yeah.
because the W sounds like V.
Yeah.
And my mom told me that. I'm like, why are you a Iwa? She's like, it's Eva. And in Polish alphabet, we don't have a W. We don't have a V. We use W. And I'm like, that is so messed up.
Yeah.
So messed up.
Language, I tell you. Circling back to language.
Science.
I can see the wheels turning and he thinks of something and then he's
Well,
He's a thinker.
I just realized there's no V in like the Ukrainian alphabet.
Yeah.
And I never
My
thought of
mom's
that.
like, it's
I
a
did
W.
13 years of
Like,
Ukrainian
what?
schooling, and I never realized there was no V type thing. But they also have 32 letters. Is it 32?
how many do we have? 26?
Yeah.
You betcha.
Good work, Quinn. God.
Good job, Win.
Smart. What? And?
That's so weird.
33. The Ukrainians have 33, which is would be the same as Polish and Russian.
Right.
All those Slavic ones.
Yeah.
Languages.
I mean, there's a lot of unnecessary L's, K's, Z's, and J's and everything I see Polish. So that's
Lot
my
of
opinion.
Zs.
A lot of Z's.
Yeah.
And like, why is that L placed there by the K and the C and the Z? And my mom will like pronounce it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like CZEW all the time.
Yeah. Why
it's
is
like, cha.
Remember Mark Zepchinski, who used to pitch for the Blue Jays? His last name started with an R, but it was Zepchinski. I'm like, Mom, what's this last name, and she just says it perfectly. I was like, what? That's messed up. I'm like, did you not see the R? She's like, that doesn't matter. That's not how it sounds.
Yeah, there's certain things in like Ukrainians that you just like, there's a letter and you just skip it. You don't have to say it and you just keep going.
Why is it there?
Well, but we do too.
No, but like, it's like you legitimately don't need to say it.
Yeah.
Like you write it out, but you skip it when you're reading it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why.
I think that we have letters that aren't necessary in some words, don't
No,
we?
it's like a sentence. No, like there'll be like it's just like one letter in the sentence that's like in between two words or something, and you just could skip
like
it.
an ah.
You could
like,
just skip it. And you just keep going.
Yeah. I don't know
And then
about this, but
sometimes
I
it's
believe
just like,
him.
well, why did we have that there? But it's there, and you just keep going.
Is it proper?
I think so.
Something like
Well,
that.
then in French, the feminine and masculine is also the hardest thing in the word.
It's tricky.
World. Like
Yeah.
il or L, like le porte, like door. Is it la or le?
Well, yeah, because each word is either masculine or feminine. Yeah.
How do you know? How do you remember that?
I think it's a la because port is feminine.
How
La
do you
porte.
know that?
Because I was in French immersion for 11 years.
Yes, so was
Jeez,
I.
I forgot.
How do you not remember that? I was terrible at it, and I remember that.
It was
Le chaise?
in the Ukrainian
Laches.
way. It was how
How do you know that?
it
you had to
depended on the
speak it.
letter it ended in. If it ended in a vowel, it was feminine. If it ended in a,
Is that what the difference
was the
is?
Ukrainian one.
Oh,
That was
the
the Ukrainian one. if I remember
If you ask
correctly.
Caroline Devaney at Global, she actually also doesn't know what the difference
Isn't
is.
she French?
Yeah, full French, Quebecois.
Oh, wow. But
Wah.
hey,
What's
Quebecois French is funny because like you hear like Parisian French or whatever, and they
Yeah,
look
it's-
down on it and like, what is?
Yeah.
Although I have a funny, so my dad has a very specific dialect. It's like Veneto or something like that. It's from he's from like the Venice region, or the family is, and they were in Rome, and my dad was trying to speak Italian to a cab driver and trying to tell him I need to get to the cruise ship that's right there and about to get going. The smokestacks are going. And then the guy's like, I don't understand. He's like, did you just speak English to my dad? My dad's like, oh, yeah, defeated. It's a very specific dialect. And like some people pick up on it and they're like, oh, I know where you're from. Or I know where your
Right.
family's from. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Wah.
Wah.
any other trip thoughts?
Go to Malta.
Yeah.
Like you said, like not a lot of people go there. It is on the verge of a bit of over tourism, I think. It is a port, but I can't gatekeep that. It is a really special place. Really beautiful, really interesting history. Valletta, you could stay there for 2 weeks, despite it being like quite small. Like the footprint of the city is quite small.
Yeah.
You could stay there for 2 weeks and not go to all the different restaurants, Michelin star, Michelin, recommended, all whatever the Michelins are. And then Mdina it's called the Silent City, and it is actually King's Landing from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
so
cool.
those who are Game of Thrones fans, yeah. So we were in an area that was like the brothel, the one guy's brothel. I don't know. I didn't watch
Littlefinger.
it, but Littlefinger's brothel.
Yeah. I think it was Littlefinger.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel a little bit. So at one point, I wasn't taking a photo of the area because I knew it. I was taking a photo because it was really pretty, because they have like really colorful doors, but then it's set against like the white limestone.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like for photography, it's like great contrast. And I was taking a picture of this guy's door, and then I just hear him like grumble in there and like get angry, and I was like, oh, maybe he's just reacting to something else. And then he comes and like closes the blinds, even though I couldn't see inside. I couldn't see in there, and I was literally just taking a picture of like his door, and he had all these potted plants like out front, and it was so pretty. And I was like, man, I'm sorry, I did not mean to ruin your day or like your privacy. Like that's
that's kind
very
of an
fair. I
a-hole
felt
thing of
really
him.
bad, and that made me be like, imagine being from there and like a show is filmed there, and now your home is never the same again.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that part of it, but like even if the people that worked at the Four Seasons for the White Lotus, it was just
yeah.
a place that people came, but no, you didn't get toured, like just people just popping by to try to look in. Now you got to do extra security because somebody's like, you have high-end guests, and now
That you
anyone
need
just
to
wants
protect, yeah.
now and anyone just wants to walk in to just take pictures, and it's like, well, no,
Yeah.
TV show just changes it like that.
I mean, those people are being paid. I don't feel that bad.
Yeah, they're probably not
Imagine
playing
it was your
great.
home.
That's their job. So what? Just because it's their job, you don't have to care about them?
They're lucky to have a job. AI is going to take their job.
Boom.
My job. So cold. So cold.
Ties it all back together.
Well, those
in a
other
neat
people don't
little
have to
bow.
live there. They could go live somewhere else. Go live in another town of the city or of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, fair. Okay.
I feel bad for multiple people.
Sounds like a great trip, though.
It does. I'm very
Yeah.
jealous.
I saw your updates. You and Angela were frolicking about.
Oh, yeah.
Where was Gavin? Did he just stay here and get the curling rink ready?
Yeah, well, I mean, October's not a great time. He's got to get the Shamrock up and running.
Yeah.
So that's a good time for her to go on her girls' trips. So
That's fair.
I mean, she goes on 2 trips a year, typically, at least one big one a year. So
I got to start going to Europe.
I know.
I love Europe,
next
but
year.
the Euro is not a girl's girl. It is, the exchange is tough right now. The exchange is not pretty. So my next big trip will maybe be somebody
You going to
somewhere.
Pigeon Lake?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
We're going to
maybe
Jasper.
Regina.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Go to Saskatoon, not Regina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
Hey man, I lived in Yorkton, so
That's right.
yeah. I mean, Regina was fun. That was the big city when I was in Yorkton. So
I have not enjoyed my time in Regina any other time. I've enjoyed my time in Saskatoon.
yeah, that's fair.
Much more lively, I find Saskatoon.
Yeah, and attractive, and Oklahoma City reminds me of Regina.
Yeah.
They're basically twin cities.
Yeah, I lived there too.
I mean, Bricktown at least was like kind of a cool place in Oklahoma
It
City,
was
but
neat.
like it looks like Regina.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. And then everybody comes in from the suburbs for the day. And then as soon as 4:35 hits, everybody's out of there. And unless they're coming in for a basketball game, that's it. It was very quiet around downtown.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Yeah, oddly, like so when my brothers swam at UNLV, their conference championships was always in Oklahoma City, and my mom would always go, and she's like, I can't believe that I've been to Oklahoma City 5 times in my life.
I can't believe I've lived there.
Yeah, fair.
But yes, it's friendly. So you just go down to Dallas for the day. Dallas, a couple hours. It's like going to Calgary.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah. Spent a few weekends in Dallas when I was living there.
Okay.
It was quite pleasant. Actually, we went on a road trip with the Barons, but we took our own car and we went Dallas, Austin, fantastic.
Austin's the best.
So good. We did Houston, we did San Antone, and then stopped back in Dallas on the way back up to OKC.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've only been to Austin, nowhere else in Texas, and
That's a great place to go, though.
not a ton of appeal for Texas right now. So
Dallas is
just
wonderful.
America in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the World Cup just.
What is
There's a
gonna
lot of problems I have with the World Cup right now.
Shocking.
imagine Edmonton was a host city?
No,
Would
that
there
would
be
have changed
problems?
things. Yeah, they would have. Well, just getting tickets and things like that.
He can't get any tickets, and he's tried multiple ways.
They've bumped it. Like ticket prices are just ridiculous priced wise right now.
Yeah.
Ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
And then
In what cities? All of them?
all of them. But like especially like the Canada game, like in Toronto. So they did
Like resale or face
straight
value?
up. I'll find face value here quickly.
FIFA or was it?
So what happened was there was an early draw. There's multiple early draws. The first early draw, there was one pricing. We're going through right now a second early draw. Right now, there's like people are going in. There's no tickets available for the Canada games for what they release because they don't release them all at once. They do certain parts. They've raised the prices from the first draw to the second draw already.
Leave it to FIFA to just screw this up.
What a
Well,
shock.
it's not. It's the fact that North American sports prices are ridiculous, and they're generally not like that around the world. And FIFA sees North America and goes, "Cha-ching! North Americans are going to pay these prices."
Yeah.
And they have raised the prices from what you got from other World Cups. I was talking to somebody in Winnipeg this past weekend who went to Qatar, and they said they were looking at like a hospitality for like one game in the World Cup this time. Basically, they got everything they had in Qatar paid for that
The whole
price.
time?
Like their hotel,
Wow.
all their tickets and all that were basically the same because they've just raised them. Canada opener.
Is that going to be problematic though? I mean, Europeans coming over, the Canadian dollar is going to be favorable.
Yeah.
So will the American dollar. Like the euro, it's still higher than the American dollar. But like, is this going to impact the number of people that come?
I have my
Somebody's going to
doubts.
pay. North Americans will pay because we just pay. We just go and pay the prices.
So they're
we get
still
upset.
selling.
They're still selling, but we
just
just get
outrageous.
upset and we go, I'm going
Straight
to
up
do
gouge.
it.
FIFA.
So this was from a month ago for the Canadian men's opener, which will take place in Toronto. There's 4 categories for tickets. The cheapest area, so I'll just show you the map first. I unfortunately can't show everyone there. So green is the cheapest.
Yeah,
so there's
those
not
are
a
those
lot.
new seats they're putting in for
right.
this.
Blue
Okay.
is next, then the reds,
Yeah.
then the white, then the ones. So ones are the yellow. So the majority of the tickets are ones.
Yeah.
Then you got your 2s, I think are the reds.
Okay.
3s are the blues, I believe. Those might be reversed. And then the greens are the cheapest. So very few of those.
Because those are
I don't even see green.
at the very tip
right
past
there.
the blue.
Oh
It's
my!
like the last
so
3
there's like
sections or something.
600 tickets maximum in the entire stadium.
And
that
they're
are that
expanding
price.
it from a 30,000 seat to a 40,000 seat just for this FIFA
Right.
World Cup. Yeah.
So then the ticket pricing. So the cheapest tickets for just the opener is $495 Canadian. The category 3 is $1,000 just for one ticket. Category 2 is $1,735. And then the majority of this is category 1, which is $2,440 for a ticket.
Cha-ching.
I've given up on going to Toronto for this.
Yeah.
Because then the resale on top of this
yeah.
is just even higher.
People are
Flight,
just-
hotel, all that you're going. It's like
Are
I'm just
people
going to
still
watch
gonna
it with.
pay that though? Like
They are.
like the resale? Do you
You're not
really
going to sell it
think-
for less. I don't think. And if it is like but then you got to get flight, you got to get hotel. All those are going to go up. Vancouver is going to be.
Vancouver will be through the roof. It'll be
Vancouver
absurd.
pricing was cheaper.
What about in Mexico?
Now, the one thing I'll say, like, there are games, because, like, you know where Canada's going to play right now. You know where Mexico's going to play. You know where U.S. is. And you know the path that they're going to take right now. You could get tickets for any other games, and you have no idea who's going to play in them right now. And those are cheaper. Like, there are cheap tickets for this World Cup. The games, though, that people want right now, which is Canada, Mexico games,
Like a guarantee
U.S.
to
games,
see them.
we know that they're going to
Yeah.
be there, the final, the semis. Those are ridiculously priced. BMO or Vancouver, Canada games, though, are much better. It's just a matter of getting prices. Can I find it?
Like if
Ticket
you wanted to go
prices.
watch French Guiana.
No, you don't know who's playing.
Oh, you
this
don't?
is right. You might luck out and get Argentina one. We don't know we know the draw will take place December 5th.
That's
December 5th, we will know all the paths for every team and where they're playing and all of that. So then I expect
That's
ticket prices
shady.
to
So
shoot
then
up.
if you just wanted to go to Denver, you could just
You could buy a ticket to Denver.
tickets and like maybe Canada would play there?
No.
Would there be any opportunity
No, Canada.
at all?
So how Canada works because the draw is set. So then once they draw, like once the World Cup draw happens, you get placed into like group D2. So then you're D2 and you look on the schedule and you go, okay, D2 will be here, 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 here. Canada, Mexico, and the US are guaranteed their spots. So Canada will play their first game in Toronto. They'll play their second game in Vancouver and their third game in Vancouver. If they win their group, they'll play the first knockout game of round of 32 in Vancouver. If they win that, they go to Vancouver. If they win that, it goes, I think, KC, then Atlanta, then New York for the thing. They finish second, they go to LA for the round of 32, and then it goes from there.
So Toronto only gets one game.
They get
One
other
Can-
games. They get one Canada game.
They get one Canada
And
game.
then
Gotcha.
if Canada
and
finishes
then
third,
Vancouver, who snuck in backdoor. Okay, anyways.
and then if
You're very
and then-
upset right now, and I like it.
And then if
just
Canada
think
finishes
it's
third
It's
and
stupid.
qualifies is a different path. There's multiple paths. But you could look, because we know what Canada is, of what the potential paths are. No one else knows that until the draw happens. And I need to find the Vancouver pricing.
If we had not lost our bid, our stadium would have gotten a lot of renovations.
The capital investment would have been wonderful. But I also just continue to wonder the future of Commonwealth Stadium anyways. So,
Oh, can we discuss that?
Sure.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I would
Is it
also like to
personal?
discuss the Foo Fighters coming to Commonwealth Stadium. Is anybody else as excited as I am?
I'm pretty excited. I got my tickets.
So did I. I got center floor tickets.
Oh, I didn't go that far. I need to
$300. Queens of the Stone Age and Foo Fighters.
Oh, that's
like
a good
I'll
bill.
do
One
it.
thing, I'm actually really excited that Queens is part of it. Queens of
Yeah,
Stone Age.
that's gonna be
Great
a
show at
hell
Shaw
of a
one time.
day.
Dave Grohl
Yeah.
was part of Queens of the Stone Age when they first started.
Was he?
Yeah, he played drums for
Vancouver,
them.
Canada games.
Yeah, I Dave Grohl is if you haven't seen him perform live, like that guy is a rock star. He puts on a hell of a show. It is just going to be so much fun no matter what. And this is really the first, other than Beyonce, like this is probably the first show that I've been actually excited to see at Commonwealth.
You weren't excited about Morgan Wallen?
Believe it or not, I wasn't.
I'm not one of
I
them
couldn't
either.
name a single Morgan Wallen song.
Same.
I know people that went to both nights, and I can't fathom a reason in this world that you would want to see that once, let alone twice.
It's cheap
If
and
somebody
dirty.
offered me free tickets, or if somebody would have to pay for me to go, and then I would just pound beers to
Yeah,
make
you
it
would.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the appeal in him, but he's very
I gotta
popular.
say, the beer of the week, they were like, "Oh, I like girly drinks," and I was like, "Well, that's not fair because I down beer more than most men, and I don't drink Smirnoff Ice, so
You
we
are
need a different term." Yeah,
Yeah, that is something you are capable and do that.
yeah, we love a good dark beer too.
Oh,
I don't
we have
mess
those.
around with lagers.
I'm a
Not a lager
lager
Pilsner guy,
I love
so.
pilsners and lagers and
Oh man, dark
cool and
beers,
crisp, baby.
cool and crisp. Yeah, I mean,
But-
if I want cool and crisp, I'll do like an IPA, but it's probably got to be hazy.
Like a hazy, yeah.
Yeah, so I can do some IPAs.
And you just crush drives off the men's tees too.
That I also do. Yep.
Yes, you
yes.
do.
Yep. The back tees.
Yeah,
Yep. So
she's got a great
Yeah.
swing.
thanks.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate
You
that.
do. You hit
I
the
gotta
ball
get out
very well.
more and play. And,
Me too.
Yeah. We
Okay.
should start a fun like weekly game that we like have to do because I didn't golf a lot this summer. Obviously,
neither.
we know it's not the most inexpensive sport in the world, and
But we
I
do have-
obviously had this trip coming up, so my summer was like pretty frugal. So like I don't have a trip next year, so like I need to spend my money on golf.
If only we knew people in this city who are our friends that are able to get us out to their
Murray?
golf courses. Murray?
So here's BC Place. So
Yep.
there's category 4, that little
Just
green
that little
there.
strip.
There's on both sides.
Oh boy.
Blue category 3, red's category 2.
Yeah, the whole
Category
lower bowl
1.
is the gold
So-
or yellow, whatever.
Category 1, 2, 3, and then there's the category 4, that little green strip right there.
I'm so livid right
These
now.
prices
I
are
like
off.
when you're mad.
Because I think they've gone up, but I think they're in the category 1.7 something now. This thing I found
And you
out, this
don't
is
know
earlier.
who you're getting,
This
which
is Canada.
teams you're
This
getting.
is Canada.
Okay,
This is,
this
because
is
you
for
know
Canada.
Canada's playing.
Gotcha.
It's $670 for category 1, $500 for the second group, $235, and then $90. That little strip is $90.
Okay, that's way more reasonable
But
than
you're
Toronto.
not getting that $90
No,
strip.
those
No,
are
But
gonna be
the
that's
gone like
prices
you
that.
have
have
to
come
be-
down. It's nicer. And then if they qualify for the next round, it's the same prices. Although if it gets to round of 16, it jumps up. The category 1's $800. So like it got more reasonable to a degree. But that's
Why
face
is Toronto
value.
so expensive
'Cause
then?
it's an opener. It's an opening match.
And will
They're
there?
they're publicizing it as there's 3 opening matches in this. So the 11th U.S. plays, I think, or is it Mexico? Mexico might open it, and then it's Canada U.S. the next day. So it's kind of like the openers. So it's it's Canada's
more
first time.
prestigious
It's
matchup.
Canada's first time playing on home soil at a World Cup and things like that. So that's going to get you a bump up.
Okay.
I want to dive
Like-
into your anger for the Commonwealth Stadium and FIFA stuff.
No, don't. No.
Why?
Because then I'm going to get angry.
What about Commonwealth Stadium?
Well, she just was wondering about the future of Commonwealth Stadium. By the
What
way,
is
this
the
is the EST
future? I
Hangout
mean-
presented by Sentinel Storage. We've got Quinn Phillips, Tom Gazzola, Matt Iwanyk with you here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehiveproductmarketing.com. Sorry, I just need to get
Well
the
done.
little
No, please do
reset
that.
in there. What are you going to say in Commonwealth?
Well, what's the future of Commonwealth, guys?
Great question.
The Elks are never going to fill that stadium again.
What's fill it though again? Because they were like they never filled it until since
Yeah.
the 80s. In
Yeah.
terms of max capacity, but we talking 35, we talking 40. They're never doing that again.
No, I don't think
But I
so.
think they can get back to 30
I'm
to
not
35.
sure if the C and listen,
I do agree with
this
that.
is not disparagement to the Elks at all. Just the CFL in general. We all continue to be worried.
People have been worried about it forever.
Yeah.
There are other
but
signs,
revenue's
other
up.
reasons to be
It's
for it, but,
getting worse.
What do you
but you
mean?
saw the Elks do well this year at moments, and people came back.
TV numbers are up.
TV numbers are up.
Attendance is up.
The TV numbers went up 1%.
Do we know the Grey Cup watch?
They went up 12%.
Yeah.
From
but
last
that's
year.
because Saskatchewan.
And Montreal. Montreal has a good following.
Right. Okay.
It was 4.1. It reached over 10 million Canadians watched it at some point.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I will look only specifically at Edmonton. The rest of the league is a separate conversation then. The Elks have not had a 3 to 5 years of just good football since the early 2000s.
Yep. They've hosted
Like good-
3 playoff games
Where they
in
have
that
been
time.
good. For
Well, they
a
won the Grey
consistent-
Cup in
14 they were good, 15 they were good, but
Yeah.
then they kind of started. I don't know if they missed in 16, but they
decline.
East like it since
Well, Mike
since
Riley
they
left
won in
and-
05, they have 3 home playoff dates. That's it. In 20 years, they've only played 3 home playoff dates.
In a
We
league
s-
where you can turn around really quickly, are we worried
Yes.
about that?
Not currently. Not currently
But-
with what I saw this
yeah.
season and what I see from the free agent list, and I see a lot of guys locked up. And that this team doesn't need a lot more, I think, for them to take that next step. Like, honestly, if this season, if Keon Julian Grant catches that ball against Hamilton,
Yep.
if the Elks hold off Hamilton and Toronto last second field goals,
Yep.
make
Yeah.
a couple more stops in those games,
Yeah.
you have 3 more victories.
You're a playoff
You're
team.
a playoff team this year.
Okay.
Where does that put them in the playoffs anyways?
I mean, listen, I'm a Mark Killam stan. I've always really liked him.
He's going to be
Just even as like a human being.
Yeah.
You know, and so when they hired him, I was like, please, please, God, let this work out because he deserves it. You know, so then the start to the season, I was just like, oh man, this is, I felt so bad for him.
Yep.
You know, but so I'll cheer for him till the end.
3 more victories for the Elks. They take the crossover over Winnipeg, but then also that game against Calgary is a lot more meaningful. And that game maybe plays out differently.
Yeah, maybe they win it.
That game's now for 3rd in the West.
Okay.
So the Elks weren't that far off being in the West for a playoff.
And starting 1-5.
So we're more positive about the CFL here now.
Well, and the salary cap
feeling-
went up
yeah.
for the first time in years too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
I am because I saw fans come back when this team was winning.
Mm-hmm.
And even last year with Trey, like the season prior, when there was a stretch of wins in August, September, the fans came back again
Yeah.
there too, and then they fell off the map and they dropped out again.
Right.
Here this season, they were winning games. People showed up again. This team needs to be a team that is in the Western playoffs for about 3 straight seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then people will know that they have a winner here again, and they'll come back. I do believe like 30 to 32 on a consistent basis. I could see that.
You know what's incredible is the CFL it's shown growth. Don't get me wrong, it's not huge growth, but it's growth in a time where Calgary and Edmonton are barely filling their stadiums at all. Calgary's attendance hasn't been great. Mm-hmm. And they used to
I think that's more alarming because they've been a perennial good team.
Right, but they've
and
had
it
a
was only
dip.
the last couple, but that's only been the last couple of years.
Yeah, and those two, the Alberta cities are used to be like, just you could count on them being CFL havens. Mm-hmm. They haven't been the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. Spotty attendance. Mm-hmm. Calgary was worst in the league last year. This year they were good.
Yeah.
Edmonton's been a disaster for 5 years. Now they're starting to show signs of life again. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not gloom and doom. No, it isn't prosperous and NFL-like.
Yeah.
But there's actual growth.
Listen, I'm all for it. Like, I also cheer for Chris Morris as a human being as well. And I've done some workshops with them, and, you know, I'd love to also like re-engage my interest, you know, like when I'm not around, like, because one of the reasons that I really, really fell in love with the CFL was the people,
Yeah.
you know, like, and being there and covering the team and meeting those players. So like, I think that is such a bright way to get people, because that is when I really fell in love with the CFL. You know, because I loved those guys, you know, and so that needs to be your selling feature too, for sure.
This was a stadium conversation to start, though, so you have a better insight to this than we would.
Oh,
Okay, you're saying the Elks can't. Maybe they might not get there filling the stadium again. But if we change the stadium, do we get the Foos? Do we get ACDCs? Do we get Morgan Wallen? Right?
Yeah.
Whalen, I always want it's Whalen or Wallen. I don't know which one it is. Do we still get those? Like, what type of stadium do you build for the Elks, and do you still get those concerts that come through town?
Yeah, no, that's very fair, but that's an expensive asset for like one concert a year.
2 next year.
Right.
How many this year do we have? How many do we have? Morgan did 2. Weekend did 1. Is that it?
I think so.
We have 3 this year. 2 next
I
year.
think so.
I don't think I'm
When was
missing
Metallica?
2 years ago.
last year, and they did. and it was pink.
okay.
And Pink.
So there was 2 Metallica and Pink that year.
Yeah, got to bring in some like good concerts.
Okay.
I mean, obviously those sold out. So
Dismissing Metallica right now?
I am dismissing Pink.
Really?
People really liked her. Yeah.
Gays really like her, I think. That's what I've heard. No, that's what I've been told by people in the gay community is that they love Pink.
You mean the tall girls that dance down the street from our place?
What? I don't know. What?
Like the drag queens.
Evolution Bar was there.
It
It's now
was
closed.
there, yeah.
I'm sad that it closed.
Why? Well, it made that corner alive.
Well, and it just to
Yeah.
me, if you're walking home on a Friday or Saturday night, there's people out.
Yeah.
You knew there was
100%.
people out.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
it, like as we're walking back to our place.
Now they're
just-
on my block.
And so now, now our block's a little quieter, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I wish there was a few more people. Like, I'm actually
love-
sad that they're closed for
Hopefully
that
something
reason.
goes in there.
I love so much because, like my building, I look out the front of it, and during Pride, I saw Pepper, who's like a very famous drag queen in Edmonton, walking by, and I was just like, oh man, this is awesome! Like I just get, all these people walking by now, so much, diversity and interest and.
But so now, if we got so what? We go to a smaller stadium and just give up on the concerts, those big concerts.
How about this? You
That's the biggest concern I have with Commonwealth. It's like I don't want.
Yeah, but
know,
I mean,
right.
we still
need
have
to go smaller, but I want those concerts.
Well, those concerts can still come, right? Like you still have, like if you have 30,000 seats, but then you add a floor, like you're talking about 40,000 people being able to get to a concert.
Let's see what the
like
Foos are
also
doing
we
here.
have Rogers Place. And
No, you want
they
the
need
outdoor
to
shows.
do a
Oh, it's
better
outdoors.
job of getting some big concerts there too. There's a lot of opportunity
you need
there
Calgary
as well.
open.
That'll help.
Okay, I want to see where the Foo Fighters are going on this tour.
Okay, what about that? Okay, lots of discussion for years has been about the north side of Commonwealth Stadium. The end zone seats there. Mm-hmm. Like, what if you tore that section out and built and made it closer to the field, and you made it like levels of suites or like party decks or something like that? Maybe you lose 5,000 seats, but then you still
You don't
have
need those 5,000
you still have
seats, yeah.
45, 50,000 seat stadium with more amenities, better bathroom access. Like
100%.
you
I
can
think
work
that
with this
upgrades.
stadium.
I think that upgrades could very much be wonderful because even the suite system that they have now, it's still kind of far away.
Yes,
Right?
it is.
Yeah. And listen, don't get me wrong. I love Commonwealth Stadium. I love the way it looks. I love that we have this big, beautiful stadium in our city. The city works so hard to make sure that it is a great asset in the city. But I just don't know where the money comes from to get those upgrades. That's why, frankly, like major events are so important because they do mean capital investment in our in infrastructure in Edmonton. Right. They're talking about like a Northern Super League team for like that they'd go to Clark. But yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting the like ACDC. I'm just looking at where they're going. Everything's massive stadiums. Like they're NFL stadiums. They're going to NFL stadiums across the board for this tour. If you go to 30, even if it's floor, it's only 30,000.
No, you can't go down to 30. I'm sorry.
That's where it's like I don't think you get some of these acts because they want to sell as many tickets as possible, and they want NFL big stadiums.
I think you have to be minimum 45.
So you do lose some of those concerts.
Yeah,
that's why I just want I don't know what I want. But they have
Make
to
up
do
your
something
mind,
at some point. They have to
Matthew.
do something at some point though, because Commonwealth needs
it needs to be reimagined.
It needs to have something happen to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it would be good for the neighborhood too. Like you look at Rexall Place, like or whatever. Yeah, Rexland, Northlands.
Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum, whatever. I was like, gosh, what am I saying? Like that poor neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like it has just fallen into disarray, like that area, right? And so if you do that with Commonwealth Stadium, it's going to be the same thing unless you have assets that are there. And I have a lot to say about where the old Coliseum site. They need to put up hotels there very badly.
What are they doing there?
For the
they have
Expo
plans for
Center.
it.
Or for the expo.
Well, they're tearing down they're now working on the racetrack and the casino. That's being gone. That's been
It's all
taken out,
gonna
and
be
they're
exhibition
starting
lands,
to
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That's residential and
They
stuff
need
that they're building there.
This is my personal opinion, and I think there is a touch of expertise in there, but we have to start really worrying about Calgary and BMO site, like what they're building, because they already have the flight access. They're going to start to get everything over Edmonton. And I can tell
this
you right now,
conventions type thing you're talking about?
conventions, business meetings, those kinds of things. Those are the highest those are the highest spending demographics, business travelers. When they come to, because they're eating out in our restaurants, they're buying stuff for the kids back home, or they're bringing the family. And right now, Expo Center it is the most versatile facility in Western Canada.
Ours?
And it's huge.
Or
Oh yeah,
theirs?
100%. No, ours.
Okay.
But there's nowhere for people to stay around there.
Right. And
And so
they're
if you
fixing
wanna
up the
continue-
Coliseum in, though. That's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like if we want to continue to compete with Calgary once that opens, we're going to need something there because we do have the facility. We have that infrastructure, but we need people to be able to stay around there.
Yeah.
Because right now people can't even stay close.
Yeah. And it's
And
not
like if you're a business traveler, you're not stoked on a cab to your conference every single day.
That's a good point.
And that is a facility, like we host the volleyball nationals, the Canadian, and that brings in $45 million minimum in economic impact to the city. Like those kinds of events are very important to the city. And we can continue to bring things like that if we have amenities around there. Because right now families can't stay around there. So then they drive their volleyball athlete from the host hotel or whatever. Imagine we had hotels and places to stay around there, how many more events we could get and how much more impact that would make on the city.
There's certainly plenty of room for it. So
Yeah.
one thing, I spent a lot of time in Calgary doing those games down there this summer, and then hockey school, stuff like that. I was in Calgary a lot. I was basically there for a month this year. They have done some things that I go, crap, we need that. Crap, ours is not as good as this.
Yep.
Crap,
I really
we
worry
need to
about
catch
it.
up. And this is coming from a totally Edmonton perspective where I'm like, this is awesome. Well, we kind of have one of those. It's not as good. This is awesome. Well, we don't have that, but I've heard that they want to do something like that back home. I guess we need to do it. And then cost is always a thing. I know. But
Well,
you either
and-
do it.
But we are doing exhibition lands.
Yes, we are
That
doing
is happening.
exhibition
That
lands.
is completely
yeah.
changed,
Do
which
it and
which
do it
involves
right.
Northlands.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see when they're expecting
the
that to be
big difference
complete.
between Edmonton and Calgary as well is that Calgary gets so much more private investment. There's a lot of money in Edmonton, but a lot of it stays within the wallets of those that have the money.
Yeah.
And OEG is painted as the bad guy for getting, money from the city and money from the province to build, an event center and more housing in the area. That's the only person willing to put hundreds of millions of investment into the city. Let's stop painting that as the bad guy.
Right.
That is a big one for me because now we're adding residential, which we need to build the residential population in downtown Edmonton.
Yes, we do.
Very badly. We're building a mid-size event venue, which is going to be great for the city. People are going to be happy when all of a sudden you start getting, more mid-size concerts. You have a great venue to go to. And he's willing to put the money in. Daryl and OEG are willing to invest because they're getting some money from the city and the province, but they're putting a lot back into it, right? And we unfortunately don't get that as much in Edmonton, whereas in Calgary, they have groups of people that come together to put together private investment. I mean, they had it worse than us because they had way, like, they were really overprescribed or subscribed on office space downtown.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened and they knew they were in big trouble.
Yeah.
So, but there's like a group, like a realty group that came together and incentivized office conversions to residential, and they've hundreds of thousands of square feet have been converted to residential, which brings more people living downtown, which instantly increases vibrancy. But that was a lot of private investment.
Yeah, but their downtown's trash right now too. They have big issues with their downtown right now.
Well,
Yeah, they used to be great.
So many downtowns
I know
have
it
big
used to be great,
issues,
but I
yeah.
remember just a few years ago, I was praising the downtown of Calgary, and I got multiple messages from people in Calgary when it's changed. It's not good anymore.
it's got some
Really?
tough
It's
spots. but
It's gone bad.
Really?
That's why they needed to get the arena where they needed it, because it wasn't exactly where they wanted it, but they needed revitalization of downtown because it's turned to trash.
the nice areas of downtown Calgary are phenomenal. And I forgot gloves and thermal socks for a game, and it was cold. One of the last ones I did. And I'm like, where do I go to? Like, is there a Marks or something like that? And I was told, no, just go to like the mall downtown city center. You can stay in the Pedway. And I'm like, okay, great. I hope there's something there. I found a Simon's in the city center mall. That place was packed. People walking all over, shops everywhere.
But when was this?
This was like a month ago. My last Stamps
that game. I was wondering about.
Yeah. And it was safe, and there were no, I'm sorry, homeless people like scavenging through garbage cans, defecating in the corner of pedways, which I've seen here.
They do have more shelter space in Calgary.
Yeah, and I know we're getting ours right away, that big one on 107th.
Which the Oilers were supposed to give money for, and they bailed on that for a long time until I think just recently.
Yeah, no,
put the
they
money in.
still invested in that.
It took a long time for them to put that money back
Yeah.
in that they were
That
supposed
doesn't
to with the
include
right
day
off the
shelter space, and we are really lacking in day shelter space.
So that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I walk it through the mall, and it was fantastic. And there not a lot of shops boarded up. It wasn't dead. It was normal people, everyday people walking around, getting a coffee, getting a bite to eat, shopping for stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is what our city center mall is supposed to be. And that was another one of those like, we have that, but it's nowhere near as good. And yeah, Maddie, there are some, my brother was telling me, I'm like, Mike, this, like downtown is doing so well here. Like, what's going on? He goes, yeah, but if you go to this area, and this area, it's really bad and they need to fix it up. And I'm like, well, compared to back home. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on back in Edmonton,
Well,
but it's
part
rough.
of the problem with Edmonton City Centre Mall, and this is very well documented, so I don't feel too bad saying this, it's too big. So like everything is also really, really spread out within City Centre Mall, and it takes up a really large footprint in our downtown. And so that's really hard to invest in because like you just need a smaller space with like, because then the offerings are going to feel more like you're going to feel like there's more offerings in like kind of a close space, right? So that space just really needs to be like rethought in general. And I like there's
It's under receivership right now.
I know they want to do a condo tower where the old bay was. There was a thought of doing a tower there. That's right across the street from our place. Yeah,
I will say Dash was just in Calgary too for work, and he went, Calgary's terrifying downtown. Concierge at the hotel told us not to walk after dark. Like that's where it was. Do not walk around downtown after dark.
man.
And then he
like,
adds, you got to stay in the Pedway probably because of the mall and go to the mall because you probably would have been assaulted if you went anywhere else. That's
honestly,
what he's saying with
if
it. But
Dash, no.
Dash's experience, and he was there just a month ago too. I remember having that chat with him. He was saying that he was told don't go outside at dark.
Well, I mean, I'm staying at the Westin. That's where they put us up for those games. My brother lives in Eau Claire, which is down by the river. And we walked around at night. There was one night where I was with my brothers till we were out till 3 a.m. We were taking scooters around everywhere. And we did get to some sketchy areas 100% where it's like, I wouldn't want to be walking here. But where it was clean and nice, it was top notch.
Yeah.
And I know we have the potential. And one thing I've noticed about our downtown, especially around our area, Maddie, is I've seen just a lot more foot traffic of not just people who live around there, because we see the same people all the time, right?
Yeah, of course,
in the neighborhood, but like families. I've seen strollers around there. I've noticed more people walking dogs, and I was like, okay, these are good signs. So there has been some of that here, which I'm encouraged by.
Yeah, 100%. Like, to put my work hat on, obviously, like we continue to work like hell to make downtown a good place to be and really support our businesses. Because that's the other thing, is that you need the businesses there to continue to like provide, entertainment, food, hospitality for the people that live there and for the people that are going to come down there, right? And there's so many great business owners downtown that, are like sticking through some really hard times. There's no denying that the LRT construction is difficult on businesses. And, for example, Kazana, I just think the world of that place because they've lost access to like the street in front of them, like with O'Damon Park and the LRT. And, they continue to remain positive and say like better days ahead. And that's really impressive, right?
There's no
I'm so
access to it.
thankful for those places. That continue to want to make downtown better.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But like downtown's like, have you been to Seattle recently? Like it is awful there. The one thing that people, there's a perception of feeling safer, is because there's so many more people downtown. So that's why we always say like, if there's lots of people, like nobody talks about safety during the playoffs, right? Because there's so many people around.
Right.
And that's such a feel that we want downtown, right? So because the big thing for that is going to be, we have 13,000 residents downtown, major cities, and we have a very large downtown, like the actual boundaries of the business improvement area, what is considered downtown.
Right.
We have a huge area. It's like 2.6 square kilometers. Like Calgary is like 1.8.
Right.
Ours
it's spreads across down the river almost too.
Yeah.
You get to Oliver and it changes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, most major cities have 25,000. So we need to at least double, but with the infrastructure that we already have, if we can get more office conversions too, we could probably get to like 40, 50,000 people living downtown.
That'd be awesome.
And imagine that vibrancy. It's instant vibrancy. And then you get more services, right? Because you need to service the people who are there. It's like the chicken and egg. Like people are like, well, there's nothing to do downtown. It's like, yeah, but like people aren't there or people aren't living there. So like, yeah, there's not a lot of grocery stores, but what comes first, right? So, yeah.
I have to go to the new warehouse park.
It is.
I haven't been there yet.
Absolutely incredible. They did a really wonderful job. I think that Edmontonians so far have like completely embraced it. I'll tell you what, in the summer, those swings are going to be such a hot spot. Like they have these huge swings. I was like, I went for a walk one night and then I was coming back and I just went and sat there. And it was just so lovely. There were so many people around, people with their dogs, kids. There was a ton of kids playing basketball on the basketball court. And like just sitting on that swing, like in the summer, you could just sit there and read for like a whole afternoon.
I hope they keep it safe.
They will.
And
they have a very, very big plan in place. The pavilion, they have 24/7 staff. The beats officers will be patrolling the area more. And so it's about just like continuing that so that it like nothing can just stay like that. Like there can't be, graffiti, like that has to be like cleaned up immediately because like beautiful spaces stay, continue to attract people. Right.
Well, they built that one tower there on 108th Street. There's supposed to be another one that's even taller.
Yep.
I think it's called the Parks, and it's right around there.
Yeah, and it'll be where like Knoxville's was.
Oil
City Roadhouse and Knoxville.
Yeah.
So McLeod Properties actually did that, and you'll notice that they put up a mural there, which I think has brightened that block so much because that was like a bit of a desolate place.
Yes.
And so they did such a good job, and that was temporary because they are going to tear that all down and build another residential tower there. So, but yeah, the city knows, like I'll give the city full credit. Like they did a really good job and they know that they have to keep that space clean and safe.
Yep.
Because it is a huge asset for downtown Edmonton.
Yeah, you get the development around it. Well, there's a couple more.
There's actually more.
Condo
There's
buildings coming.
I can't remember the exact number, but we're talking about like I think with residential builds in that area, there's going to be like 16 to 2,000 units coming up by 2027.
Good.
So yeah.
And are they converting CN Tower to residential too? I heard about that. They did Enbridge Tower, the peak one. The one with the
Oh yeah,
peak
the
roof.
weird, the weird by Paramount Theater.
That's residential
That whole
now.
block like could use obviously like a good,
Some love.
a little bit of love. Be love to see somebody buy the Paramount and do something with that. But again, like that investment is very big. It's the same with the Rossdale Power Plant. Like imagine what you could build there in
could
a
do a whole
river valley.
community.
But I don't know if you've been inside there. Like it needs hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to fix it. And where do you find that?
Well, that's the beauty of all this. Everyone wants everything fixed, but then they don't want to. No one wants to pay for it.
You got to find a solution.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the Oilers being downtown at Rogers, like our building wouldn't exist if it didn't.
Nope.
If that arena wasn't up. But that north side with the event center, like that's all. And then it's supposed to be, what are they calling it? The Village at Ice District. Like it's so.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
area north of 105th Ave
Yeah.
is so blight.
Yeah, but it has so much potential,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And people will want to be around there, especially young people. You know, eventually we'll get old and not want to be around there.
Nah, I like it around
Eventually.
there.
I'm already at that point.
Are you serious?
He's
Oh
a
yeah.
Oh,
I want a
no.
yard. I like having lawn.
Yeah,
I
you
like
do.
having
You
my
like
yard. I've done the downtown for long enough.
53-year-old man in
I'm
a
very happy
33-year-old man's body.
to go enjoy more space, yard.
How North American of you.
Yeah.
It's like I just love it because like you
Well,
know
if
like
I was
everybody's
in-
like, well, I have kids, like I can't fit in an apartment. And like Europe, they're just plugging away. New York City,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just such a different mentality. But that's fair. We have the space.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'd also go move
Don't
to
get me wrong.
Europe and go in a small spot too, but that's Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
If only I knew how to speak Italian.
I don't think I will ever move out of like the what Quentowin Oliver neighborhood. Like even if I want to like get a bigger space, like maybe one of like the townhouses around there, I can't like walking everywhere. The amenities that are like 2 blocks from me, like that is like living to me.
Oliver is phenomenal. And
It's
I used to live in
such
Oliver. Yeah.
A good neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it just continues to get better because they continue to put things in there and so
It's a hidden
Yeah.
gem.
sure is.
You'd see that having a yard, you have a nice garden.
You could do that in Oliver.
Yeah, there are
Full-
places. Yeah, I'm going to put a little box garden
That's
on
not
my
enough. That's not enough of a garden.
He wants to mow the lawn shirtless.
No, it's not that. Like I want a full garden. I like not just normal plants, but then also vegetables and all that. You can't just do a few things. You want an abundance of stuff afterwards.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I would love a large garden.
You know, you have carrots here, you got beets here, you could put tomatoes over here, you could potatoes, try some.
What are you, an old
pumpkins.
Italian woman?
No, they're just wonderful. It's just fresh. You give a herbs area. When you have fresh stuff,
And radicchio.
Oh man, all
changes.
summer? Yeah.
And when
It's
you
the
go
best.
grab those tomatoes fresh off the vine, there's nothing tastier.
I'm
And
just
then when
teasing
you're
you.
cooking with the fresh stuff, when you want to go cook something and you need a little bit of rosemary, you just go cut a little bit of rosemary off or some basil and you cut some of that basil off. Makes life easier.
I'm just teasing
It's
you.
the way to.
Eva and Reno
It's-
do that now.
I have
I would do if I
I
had
have
a
basil
house.
plants in my house right now, and I'm
Oh,
growing.
nice. My Nana, my dad's mom, had the most epic garden. She, you know, it was. I don't know how large the plot was. I don't understand those kinds of things, but it was huge. She grew like peas, she grew carrots, lettuce, all those things. So I could definitely do that. Probably not moving to Kalmar for that though. So
No.
she had this like epic corner lot right across the street from the school, and what a place. Have you guys been to Kalmar?
I think so.
You think
No.
so?
I've been to Onaway, Kalmar. I don't think I've been to Riviera Kabar. I've been to Atchison.
Well, like inside Atchison, not just driving through.
I've been inside Atchison.
Wow. Yeah. Oh no.
Stony, Spruce, obviously.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a favorite small
Blackfalds?
town?
No,
Not really.
Do you like small towns?
I
Not
love
really.
small towns to a degree, but I don't go to them. I live in Edmonton. I stay here largely.
Do you not like have curiosity about places? What about Lacombe? They have Blind Man Brewing. I love Blind Man.
Did you ever go to Kit, Scotty? When you were in Lloyd?
I was never in Lloyd. I was
you
in New
weren't?
York.
I thought you were-
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
do you want to know what's funny? Is Kit Scotty? I think my physiotherapist that I had a crush on was from there.
I like how that's the connection you're going.
Yes.
Yeah, kids go, no, I've never been there, but yeah, I like this guy.
I've heard of it. That's why.
My lust for my physio began in Kit, Scotty.
Yeah.
It's a hamlet. I was there a few times when we were in Lloyd because we would have to go out to Kit.
Oh, yeah.
They have a golf course just off the highway. It has sand greens.
What?
Sand greens.
So you don't have to take care of them.
Yeah.
You go and you
I
rake
don't
it and
understand
stuff. It's
how
sand.
you.
Greens are made of sand.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you putt on that.
Well, you take the club
And you
putt,
swing
and
it.
then the ball goes.
And it rolls.
You could putt.
It's like a small layer of sand. It's not like a sand. It's not a bunker or anything like that. It's
I
just
putt
sand
out of
greens.
the bunker sometimes.
It works.
Raimai taught me this.
It works.
I struggle in the bunker with the wedges. If it's not like completely like fluffy like you get in know, Arizona and all that stuff, and it's a little harder, putt out of it.
Yep.
Well,
It
if it's a
actually
little
works.
harder, you just like chip it normally. You don't try to swing.
It doesn't
through the
matter. I
sand.
still will screw it up. I'll spin that and go far. Take that putter as long as it's not too high of a lip straight up, and you putt that ball out. It'll come out nicely.
Okay. Do you want to know a tip though that somebody gave me, and I'm sure golf pros are going to be like throwing up on the other end and like being like, Quinn, don't say that, but like lift your back heel just slightly because it forces you to put more weight on your front foot, and then so you swing down
For the
better.
bunker?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever helps.
Yeah.
Whatever helps.
Baptized Big Uke. If there's no lip, putting out of the bunker is the play. It's a lot safer. Raimai taught me that. I used to be like, why would you putt out of that? And every time he did it, I'm like, that worked. And so now I'll start doing it.
It works.
Okay. Well, I'll try it next year when we do our weekly golf.
I like this weekly golf
When
idea.
are you planning to golf your week? Because aren't you used to do morning golf? Didn't you?
Yeah, you
on
do
the
those 6 a.m.s.
On the weekends. That's the only time I'll play on the
awful.
weekends. Like I can't go to a public course and play at 2:00. Like I don't want a 5-hour round. So I go and I tee off at between 6:30 and 7.
It's wonderful.
And you're done by like 10:30. And then you have the rest of the day.
And you've already
And you've
accomplished
had
18
a
holes?
beautiful morning, walked 18.
Oh, yeah, you walk.
Yeah.
Quinn likes Quinn.
It's-
That's good for you,
It's
though.
the best. I mean, don't get me. I miss the days so much of when I was working at Global. This is maybe the only thing I miss about working weekends was Thursday, Fridays off. Man, the golf course is yours. Mm-hmm. I could book like 10 a.m. on a Thursday, play by myself, like play 2 balls because you can just practice that
Yeah.
way. It was the best.
That would be fun. What courses
I miss
would you go
that.
to? Didn't you
Riverside,
go with Cheese to
always.
Riverside?
I love Riverside.
Yeah, it's a great
I
course.
absolutely love Riverside. It is challenging because it's so narrow.
Yeah.
And it's so convenient.
Yeah.
You know, living in the center of the city, you guys know that golf is like tricky because like the golf courses are a long ways away, except for Victoria and Riverside and then Mayfair. But
Highlands too.
oh, Highlands, yeah, right.
Mayfair is
But yeah,
too
like other than
stuffy.
that, like it's just too, yeah.
Mayfair and Country Club are interesting, and if you're members of there, I don't care what I'm going to say to you. You guys are just so stuffy, so stuffy. It's uncomfortable.
Well, it's really expensive.
Yeah, but it's
Like, shares are
everybody's
like-
an a-hole to each other.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't
like-
really know this culture, so
I've been there a few times, and I'm just like, why are you guys like
LPGA is
this?
going there next year.
Yeah.
oh, I cannot wait. I cannot
so
wait.
stuffy.
Explore Edmonton was working on that for quite a while when I was working there, and I was just like, hurry up, get it here.
It sucks though, because also the Rogers Charity Classics in Calgary the exact same weekend. I don't know why they've managed to schedule those the same weekend.
So you have to pick between.
Well, but for certain golfers, if you'd have to pick, it'd be great if you could go back-to-back weekends. If you're golf fans, you can go one weekend in Calgary, go watch the
Rogers-
seniors tour.
Oh, like if you're just a golf fan.
Yeah, you want to go. I
Not
used
the
to go.
golfers. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
what?
no.
Yeah.
To go to them. We don't get a lot of tournaments that roll through town.
Yeah, that's very true. And I'd go watch Fred Couples play any day.
I used to go to that for a couple of years. It was awesome.
Yeah, but
And now
I
it's like,
mean,
okay, well, but I want to go see the LPGA here. And
To
all
me, yeah, there's no choice. To me, there's no choice. You have Nelly Corda rolling through this town. That silky ass swing.
That swing, it's frustrating
There's-
because it's so consistent.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
So when it was in Ottawa, I went out to see Claire Hanna, on my way to go see my brother when he was living in Kingston, and the CPKC Or is it just the CP Women's Open?
CPG.
No, didn't it change? CPKG.
A new
KG?
company took over the
Anyways,
title sponsor.
and Claire got me like a media pass, so I was inside the ropes, and I followed Nelly for 2 days straight.
She's like a
CPKC.
robot
CPKC, right?
with
yeah,
her swing. It's unbelievable.
insane.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh,
hopped
that is
in
CP.
CP Women's Open.
Well, I know it was Canadian Pacific Railroad Limited
Yeah.
until 2023. Now it's the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Limited. So it's still the
Kansas
same
City?
company, but it went from CP to CPKC because they changed their name.
City. That's really weird.
That is odd.
Anyways, yeah, seeing that swing in real life was just baffling.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
I follow TaylorMade. She plays TaylorMade.
Yeah.
And they'll have all the guys from the men's tour and the women's tour. I think Brooke Henderson's part of that. And they'll have them do like fun shots, or they like, what's in your bag this year? And they always show Nelly Corda's swing, and I get frustrated because I'm like, that swing is money, and it's always the same, and her head is down, and like just
Her
the
hips
movement.
come through. Like,
yeah, and it
the
just
number
takes
of
off. I'm like,
times
oh,
she's
man.
like put like her practicing on Instagram, and I will like try to stop the video like by putting my
Yeah.
finger on it just to see where her hands are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you just put something in slow-mo up for us? Because we all just need to see every single inch of your swing, like where your hips are, where your hands are.
Her head doesn't
where they're
move
facing.
at
Her
all.
head doesn't move at all. And it is buttery smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The follow-through is perfect.
cannot say enough about Nelly
Yeah,
Corda.
she's
I'm
really
like
good.
very, very obsessed with her. So, but all the women, like the women's game is so good. They
are.
hit the ball so far. They're so consistent. I cannot wait. I'm going to volunteer. I am going to pretend that I'm part of EST to get a media pass.
One thing I would love to get us on, at least for a day, broadcasting live from there.
That'd be awesome.
I'll do the broadcast.
Yeah, you will.
Apparently, so we bought out a company, or a CP bought out a company that, because it was Canadian Pacific, and it seems like a merger with the Kansas City Southern Railway and Kansas City Southern de Mexico.
De Mexico.
There's like, and it's the only single line rail corporation ever to connect to 3 countries.
Cool. Neil texted in.
Learn something.
Says most small town golf courses in Saskatchewan have sand greens. Use the rake and make a track to the hole. Cheers from Neil. And then he says, really enjoying Quinn's insight into what Edmonton needs. Something tells me she'd be good on city council.
Yeah, there was also a Quinn for mayor in here, but
That's a
I mean, sometimes I feel like I would want to, because it would just be so nice to be able to kind of create change, and like.
but you're involved in that in a different way through the Downtown Business Association.
Yeah, very much so.
And
And I get
formally
to
explore
like work
Edmonton.
with the businesses. But yeah, it's been an interesting track in life, to go from being a sports reporter and anchor to tourism.
And commissioner.
And commissioner, obviously learned a lot of things there too.
Yeah,
But
you did.
just the things you get to learn about city building, and it is a very addicting thing to do, because you just become so in love with the place and like want to make it better, and but then that also causes frustration. Like I gotta say, Edmonton. 30% of you showing up to vote on one of the most important elections the city has had in a long time is dismal
Yeah.
and disappointing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear about lines at polling stations, because that is not 70% of people not showing up.
I was in and out in like 6 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I just, it is what it is in terms of like what happened with council, but like 30% of people, 70% of people did not care on something that was so important for the city, because like we've been talking about construction, we've been talking, and like growing the city, revitalizing the city. Yeah. It hurts.
That's disappointing is right. That's good.
Yeah,
Only
disappointing to say the
30%
least.
of people showed up?
30% of eligible voters, 30%
Wow.
on, again, what was a genuinely important election, considering the time that the city is in terms of coming out of COVID and revitalization and construction and
Doing things right.
and doing things quickly.
Getting smart
and,
people in there.
Getting investment into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need more investment in the city. We need more people to care about the economy of this city.
That sucks.
Yeah. Anyways, I probably won't run for council, guys, just so you guys know.
Well, Big Uke did say, we can't handle her as a commish. Now you say mayor? Question mark.
Imagine the power.
I'll be your campaign manager.
Oh,
What a
boy.
turn of events.
The official drink of the EST
We
Hangout.
would
It is-
cheat our way to the top.
It's the Finnish long drink legend in 1952. A drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/can is where you can enter your postal code to find a liquor store and establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock. We got Quinn, Tommy, Matt with you here on the Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. I do want to get this out there for our friends over at Harvard Media who are crews. They have quarterly auctions. One of their auctions is on right now. Head to harvardmediaauctions.com. All sorts of stuff up for auction. That goes until Monday. Some house cleaning stuff. You could go houseboating, get some deals on houseboating.
Nice.
I think there was some golf there from Edmonton Garrison was up on that one. So harvardmediaauctions.com. They do it every quarterly. That's going to go till Monday. So you're going to want to go check it out. Harvardmediaauctions.com and just click, I think Edmonton's there. There's other cities too. So if you're in Calgary, there's one in Calgary, Fort McMurray. So yeah, that's with all those people over, our wonderful friends over at Cruise FM. We've got the Lock Shop coming up in about 15 minutes. We've got Oil Stream, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. That's all coming up today here on EST. Elks Call on the audio streams at 6 o'clock. I think they had Aaron Grimes on. So that'll be on the show. Hello
Love
Hockey
that guy.
tomorrow, 10 o'clock right here on EST, followed by the Pipeline Show, and then we'll have GCLD's Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. What time's that game tomorrow?
It's at 5, and we are live on location at Boston Pizza 170th. You might think, where is that? That's Westgate, but they want to go by 170th.
Yeah, that's their official name.
Yeah.
That's what on the website I've always had it up there as 170th.
Yeah, but where did the Westgate come from?
I think the complex area is Westgate.
Yeah, that's right.
But there is a different, if you search up Boston Pizza Westgate, it is a different location.
yeah, so
It's in
Boston
a
Pizza
different city.
170th. Tony and Curtis were here yesterday for the client mixer. It was fun.
Across from West Edmonton Mall.
That's the one.
Same parking lot as Italian Center.
Great
Queens.
giveaways. We gave away a Tyreek Hill Dolphins jersey last game.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like Heineken prize packs, Coors Light, Molson Canadian prize packs. There's
Nice.
like Bluetooth speakers. Tony and Curtis bust out the prizes. Last year we gave away like a nice golf bag in the spring. I mean, we give so many good things, and then same with BP Clairview. Lots of good prizes. Tickets to Oilers games. People have won, so yeah.
Speaking of Oilers, over under for Play Alberta. Download
Yeah,
the app.
right.
Visit them at playalberta.ca. Do the Oilers end this road trip at 500? I guess. Well, do they end this? 500 is where they end this road trip. Over under that, which it can't be over, I guess.
I think so.
They're going to win.
I thought that they
They'll
played
be at
pretty well
500?
last night against Tampa.
They're going to beat down. They're going to take the Panthers.
You just rolled your eyes.
I don't know.
If it's
I
500, what kind of road trip is this? I feel like going into this, a lot of people thought it would have been below 500 in terms of points. Is that not an adequate road trip?
I think the gloom and doom, gray, dark clouds hanging over this team kind of dampen the results when they're positive.
I also forgot about this. Sorry, I got to switch from the Oilers now quickly.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Okay.
Quinn will like this one, I think. Mike, the Michigan fan. Olympic trials start tomorrow. Curling trials start tomorrow.
Oh,
Halifax.
right.
I forgot about that. It is considered by
It'll
many like
be-
the best curling event you'll ever watch because it's just some of the top players.
Well, and as much as I begrudge the changing of teams all the time and you never know who's playing with who and stuff, it makes this definitely more interesting because I feel like, there's a lot of teams that can be in the mix right now. So
Do they make super teams? They kind of make super teams.
That's and then after this,
that's part
so
of
next year after the Briar this year, you will see a lot of movement because
Yeah.
people then start the new cycle for the
new
next
four-year
Olympics,
cycle.
and people
Yeah.
cut and people move, and it's a big change. So we've got Brad Jacobs' rink, which is Alberta. Mm-hmm. Kevin Cooey's rink, Alberta.
I'll always cheer for Kevin Cooey. Who's on his team right now? That's the thing. That's what's frustrating about curling is that you just end up there used to be the standards and it was
Yeah.
you knew who they were
Yeah.
and you got to be attached to that team and those players and now it just changes so much.
It's weird not seeing an Edmonton rink in this. I'm not going to lie. Cooey's with Tyler Tardy, Aaron Slachinsky, and Carrick Martin.
Carrick Martin.
Carrick, yeah, Carrick.
Carrick, sorry.
Carrick, sorry. Yeah, he was on our show.
And then what about the women's side? There's Skurlik. There's Sturmey, who is from Edmonton
Karsten,
at
yeah.
least.
No, that's
and
the brother. Oh, sorry.
What?
Better be.
Karsten is the brother, isn't it? Who's
name?
the first name of
Selena.
Selena. Sorry, Selena.
And I will always claim Homan's rink is Alberta.
Well, 50% lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had, she's like the best curler in the world right now. Doesn't matter gender.
Yeah.
She lives out in like Beaumont or something like that.
No hotels there.
St. Paul or something? Is
Something like that. Yeah, where she
St.
did.
Paul.
Yeah, she came. What U of A grad? Go U of A. Just one of those that I will always claim her.
Yeah.
As Alberta now.
Yeah, 100%. Like her children were born here. Man, can we talk about like being pregnant and then or being pregnant and playing, or just having a baby and playing? Like that girl is an iron woman.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
She's never won the Olympic gold. I want her to get one.
Let's go.
Time.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
Let's
and
do
she's
it,
gone.
yeah.
They haven't been able to get it done, but I really want her to go get it done. But I'll always cheer for the Alberta rinks at the curling events.
Oh, of
That's the one to
course.
start with.
We
Yeah.
should get Jolene in here to talk curling then.
There's no
She's been all over it.
men's team from
That's a good
Edmonton
point.
because where's Brendan playing right now?
He's Gushu's rink. He's a second on Gushu.
Right.
But that used to be like, and then this is, I feel bad kind of because of the rules changed. They would have all gone to the Briars. But you had the rink, I think it might have been Salvo. Before then, it might have been somewhere else in Edmonton. But you had Kevin Martin going up against Randy Furby, and then in came Kevin Couey at one point. And we had like 3 of the top 5 rinks in the world, and only one could go represent Alberta in a year.
Yeah.
And 2 of them had to sit at home. It was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, so the formatting with that has changed, and that's been kind of nice to get, make sure that the actual best of the best are playing at the Briar. But yeah.
Quinn, thank you for coming in.
Oh my God,
I
it's
really
over?
Appreciate it.
That was fast.
Do you have anything you want to quickly plug, even though we got into a lot of other things for downtown Edmonton? Winterval is this weekend?
Winterval is tomorrow, yes, 3 to 8 p.m. on 104th Street at Jasper Avenue. So that is a really wonderful family-friendly event. This year we have added street hockey, pickup street hockey.
Cool. Nice.
So we've got ourselves, it'll be like outside of like where Bird Dog is.
Oh.
So kind of the northern part of 104th Street. We're going to set up a hay bale rink, want the kids. And then what's also really awesome this year is that the entire street is now a part of the entertainment district bylaw. So when it is pedestrianized, you can buy a beer at or any alcoholic beverage.
104th?
104th is an entertainment district.
Wow.
And you can take your beer or drink out and carry it wherever you want within the pedestrianized area, which is so cool. So that it was like that for the farmers market this summer.
Yeah, I noticed
the farmers
that.
market is just tricky because it's like 10 in the morning. So
Yeah.
like, I don't necessarily blame people for not like firing off to like Fox and buying a beer. They're going to buy a coffee instead. But so you can burn some of the kids' energy by getting them to play some street hockey, get photos with Santa.
Santa!
Yeah, so photos with Santa will be inside the old eye care group, like right on the corner of 104th and Jasper Avenue.
Excellent.
So 3 to 8 p.m., all free, and it supports downtown.
Yes, it does.
What could be better?
Awesome. Great seeing you.
Thanks for
Glad you
having
had a
me,
great
guys.
trip. Good to have you.
I wish I was still on it, but
Yeah.
well, I do and I don't, because like by the end you're like, okay, I'm ready to see my cats and like go home and sleep in my own bed. But then once you're back, you're like, oh God, it's over. So
And then you just want to bring your bed and your cats over there, and you can just live over there.
ideally, yes.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you to everyone for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts. We really appreciate it. Coming up, we do have the Hangout. We've got Oil Stream. We've got EST Afternoons. We've got the Reed Wilkins Show. We got the Elks Call all coming up. Elks Call on the audio streams later today here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. On behalf of Quinn, Tommy, I am Matt. Thanks for tuning into the Hangout here. Lock Shop with Dusty and us coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,